It was just a single word. Just one. But in less than 24 hours, it turned into a viral phenomenon. On June 11th, Wang Yibo quietly dropped a series of photos on his official Instagram.
No dramatic captions, no hashtags, no flash filters.
Just a lone word, hi. And that was all it took. Fans went into a frenzy, Weibo's hot search lit up, and social media erupted with speculation. Why did this simple post strike such a powerful chord? And more intriguingly, could someone very specific, like Xiao Zhan, be silently watching from the shadows? Let's unpack this cultural ripple effect and explore what made Wang Yibo's quiet moment in nature louder than a full-on PR campaign. In an era where celebrities often flood timelines with overly produced posts, Wang Yibo's minimalist approach did the opposite, and it worked. The post featured him amidst the breathtaking backdrop of a mountainous landscape in the Americas, looking rugged, calm, and distant. But the real mic drop? The caption. One word, hi. It wasn't what he said, it was what he didn't say. The ambiguity left room for interpretation. Was he greeting fans? Signaling a comeback? Reaching out to someone privately through a public medium? Within just hours, the post amassed over 200,000 likes and became a hot topic across Chinese and international fan forums. It entered Weibo's top 6 trending list, and even people who hadn't followed him closely started paying attention. What made it work? The rawness. The vulnerability. The contrast. This wasn't the choreographed Wang Yibo we see on TV or on the runway. This was a man standing alone in nature, communicating more with silence than 1,000 words ever could. Transition. But it wasn't just the simplicity of the post that resonated. It was what it revealed, or rather, who it revealed. We're used to seeing Wang Yibo under bright lights, surrounded by stylists, cameras, and fans. But here, he appears stripped of all that. No makeup. No entourage. Just a backpack, hiking gear, and raw determination. The mountains towering behind him weren't just a scenic background, they were metaphors. They spoke of challenges, resilience, and self-discovery. With every shot, he seemed to be telling fans, I'm not just surviving this industry. I'm evolving through it. What stands out is the authenticity in each frame. There's a freedom to his expression. A man finally escaping from the meticulous polish of showbiz into the rough, unfiltered wilderness. His usual icy demeanor gives way to a softer side, the wanderer, the thinker, the fighter. And beyond visuals, fans noted something deeper. The energy he projected wasn't just peace, it was transformation. Wang Yibo wasn't running from the spotlight. He was stepping into the sun on his own terms. The wild terrain, harsh winds, and uneven paths mirrored his journey in the entertainment industry. Often unpredictable, occasionally isolating, yet fiercely rewarding. Transition, and as we explore this inner transformation, another figure inevitably comes to mind. Someone who once shared Yibo's path through the same intense fame. For fans of both stars, it's impossible to look at Wang Yibo's post and not think of Xiao Zhan. The duo, once inseparable on-screen and widely beloved for their chemistry in The Untamed, have walked increasingly separate paths in recent years. Still, their bond, real or imagined, has never fully faded from public consciousness. So when Yibo silently shared his personal mountain adventure, fans couldn't help but wonder, was this post seen by Xiao Zhan? Did it stir anything in him? The dynamics between the two have always intrigued fans. Despite not collaborating publicly in recent years, subtle clues, mutual friends, and nostalgic interviews have fueled the idea that they remain connected beneath the surface. And so, when Yibo published something so personal, fans felt the ghost of that bond stir. What if the simple hi was a nod across space and silence? A digital whisper not just to fans, but to someone who would instinctively understand its meaning. After all, mountains don't just symbolize isolation, they also represent reunion, clarity, and personal truth. Whether or not Xiao Zhan responds or even acknowledges the post, the symbolism hangs thick in the air. Sometimes, saying nothing speaks the loudest. Transition. But this moment isn't just about longing or connection. It's a rebellion against how fame is supposed to work, and Yibo is leading that quiet revolt. By choosing to share such an intimate journey, Wang Yibo defies the typical celebrity narrative. He isn't showcasing wealth, luxury, or fame. He's showing solitude, effort, and personal growth. This is a deliberate choice. In doing so, he redefines what it means to be a public figure. No longer is he boxed into being a singer, dancer, or actor. He's emerging as a multidimensional storyteller who uses his life, not just his roles, to inspire. His recent project choices reflect the same spirit, roles that challenge him emotionally, physically, and philosophically. He doesn't just play characters, he embodies missions, ideas, perspectives. And this mountain moment? It's a continuation of that storytelling arc. Wang Yibo seems to say, "I am more than the applause I receive." It takes courage to walk away from the validation loop of celebrity culture and instead embrace the quiet validation of personal growth. And that, perhaps, is the true definition of modern fame, not in followers, but in freedom. Transition. As Yibo steps into his own definition of success, fans step up too, ready to reinterpret, reimagine, and relive every frame he shares. The post ignited a wave of fan content unlike anything seen in months. Fan fiction, video edits, digital paintings, and in-depth threads broke down everything, from the lighting in the photos to the symbolism in Yibo's hiking gear. One viral piece showed a digitally altered image of Xiao Zhan beside Yibo on the mountain, with the caption, "Sometimes, silence is louder than any confession." Another popular post read, "If you climb high enough, the past meets you at the summit." It's not just about celebrity obsession. These fans are emotional archivists, trying to understand their own feelings through the lens of public figures. Wang Yibo's mountain trek became a canvas on which millions projected their hopes, losses, and desires. What makes fan culture unique is its emotional intelligence. Fans don't just consume, they co-create. Their interpretations, whether through fan art or emotional essays, give depth to moments that might otherwise be fleeting. The mountain isn't just a setting. It's a metaphor, a mirror. And in mirroring him, they find pieces of themselves. This isn't just storytelling, it's shared identity. When Yibo steps into nature, fans follow, with paintbrushes, keyboards, and open hearts. Transition. With emotions running deep and creative fires burning, the only question that remains is, what will come next? So where does this leave us? With one photo series, Wang Yibo may have quietly started a new chapter, one less focused on the glitter of fame and more on inner fulfillment. And perhaps, if the stars align, Xiao Zhan might also share a similar journey, publicly or privately. Whether or not we ever see them climb a mountain together again, the symbolism remains powerful. Because ultimately, what fans are responding to isn't just the scenery or the high. It's the sense that even at the peak of fame, their idol is still searching for meaning, for connection, and maybe, just maybe, for someone he once shared a path with. There's also anticipation for how this transformation will impact his career choices. Will he seek out projects that reflect this journey? Will we see him tackle stories of solitude, resilience, or personal growth on screen? One thing's for sure, fans aren't just waiting for a comeback, they're waiting for a revelation. In this new chapter, Wang Yibo becomes more than a performer. He becomes a seeker, and through him, his audience becomes one too. This video is based on public content, fandom analysis, and creative interpretation. It does not claim or confirm any romantic or personal relationship between Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan. All interpretations are speculative and meant for entertainment only. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the story behind Wang Yibo's most poetic Instagram post yet. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe, share it with fellow fans. Leave a comment below. If Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan could reunite anywhere in the world, where should it be? Until next time, keep climbing your own mountains, and don't forget to say hi.